In this video, we're going to cover how to use the course content in your STEMFuse courses in Educate. So as you can see on your teacher dashboard, you have access to 3 different types of courses. We have available courses. Those are courses that your school has purchased subscription access to. For now, we just show a couple of courses, but if you want to see all the courses that your school has purchased, you can click the See All button. Next up is review courses. These are courses that your school is reviewing for purchase or access. These types of courses have a deadline associated with them. It's usually a couple of weeks to give you a chance to dive into the course. You can't create classes with this course type, but you can review it as an educator to see if it's a good fit for your classroom. Finally, you have resources. Resources are free curriculum or resources that go along with your available courses. So these are resources or courses that don't expire and will always be available to you within the platform. So you can click on those links there to access those courses. But now let's take a look at how we've used these courses in the form of classes. So in some other videos, we talked about how to create classes within the Educate platform. So that's how these appear here. So let's click on some of this content to take a look at how we can use the course material within Educate. Here we have one of our Game It courses. This is a really rich semester-long course that includes a lot of different content types. Depending on the type of course, whether it's a library-style course where it's topic-based, or if it's a day-by-day course like we have here, for students to be completing something every single day for a semester or a year-long type of course, you'll see different types of materials and content throughout that course to go along with the course format. So let's take a look at the course outline to get a greater idea of how much content is in this course. To do that, we're going to click on Manage Course. In some of our other videos, we've talked about how to assign this content to students by showing it or hiding it within the class. And as you can see, there's a lot of different materials and material types that we have access to. Some of these range from PDFs and documents to interactive activities and lessons, projects, and so much more. We also have assignments and quizzes as it relates to some of the other built-in features in Educate. So be sure to dive into your course outline to first kind of get an overview of what to expect in the course. Clicking back on the Class tab to view our class here, we're going to go ahead and dive into the course by simply clicking on one of the units. After you've clicked on a unit, you'll be able to see all the content within that unit. As you can see, our view changed a little bit. So this allows for teachers and students to be able to focus on the given material within that unit, module, folder, and so forth. So as you can see, we have a lot of content in this first unit, and you can navigate through this content by clicking the Previous and Next button. So as you can see, I'm in the unit folder. If I click the Next button, that'll bring me to the first item within that folder. Here's an example of a teacher's guide within a course. As you can see, it's in a PDF format, so I can easily print it out, download it, and use the different view tools within the Educate platform. I can tell it's a teacher's material because of the type of icon shown in the course playlist over here. So anything with an apple is a teacher material. That means that only teachers can see it and have access to that type of content. So let's click next to view another type of content. As you can see, we have a lesson here. For this type of content, we can go full screen to really focus on this content type. To do that, simply click the full screen option, and now you're able to focus on that content with your students. All this content is really interactive, so be sure to utilize all the features built in within these types of interactive lessons. Now let's click on another content type, an assignment. An assignment looks like this, and we're going to click on this example. As you can see, the directions for that assignment are included. Students are able to either download that particular assignment as a document to be used with office productivity software such as Microsoft Office, or they can create a copy if you're more familiar with Google Docs and the G Suite tools for education. Either way, students can submit their work, and we've got additional videos on how to submit assignments and all about assignments within the Knowledge Library as well. So from here, we can view student submissions, we can edit the settings of an assignment, or we can hide it altogether from the students. Now let's take a look at a quiz. In this case, we have a unit skills check. Quizzes can be set from the quiz menu, but they can also be set within the course itself, as you can see we are doing here. So that may include the start date, end date, scheduled report date as associated with that quiz. And we've got some other video tutorials in our Knowledge Library all about quizzes. So as mentioned earlier, the next and previous buttons can be used to move through the course in a linear fashion, or students can simply click on the different activities as it relates to this course sidebar menu. To exit a course to go back to the Educate platform and dashboard, they can either navigate via this breadcrumb menu or the exit course button. That was a quick overview on all the different types of course content available to you within the platform. Of course, there's so much more within the courses that you have access to, so be sure to dive in and let us know if you have any questions.